A gunman shot dead a man and two police officers with their own guns in a suspected terror attack before he was killed in a shootout after taking a cleaning lady hostage outside a school in the center of the Belgian city of Liege. The dead attacker, 36, was named locally as Benjamin Herman, from Rochefort, a city about an hour from Liege. He was well known to police after a string of crimes including robbery, assault and drug dealing. Local media reported that Herman was temporarily released from prison for several hours on Monday night for family leave to prepare his reintegration into society, despite a prison service assessment that he was very violent. Belgium's federal prosecutor's office has opened an investigation into whether the attack was terror-related. Herman was not on the government's list of suspected potential terrorists, according to local media, but had been in touch with radicalized prisoners during his several stints in jail. There were reports he shouted Allahu Akbar before murdering the two female officers and a 22-year-old man on Tuesday morning, but those claims have not been confirmed by the Belgian authorities. Forensic officers scour the scene for clues. Credit, Gert van den Wijge /A.P. The Liege prosecutor's office said the gunman had hunted down the two police officers, who were checking parking meters, before attacking them from behind with a knife on Tuesday morning. One of the police officers was named in local media reports as Lucille Garcia, who was in her 50s and described by colleagues as a fantastic woman. According to colleagues, she married her partner a month ago. The civilian victim was named by local press as Cyril van Grucken, a 22-year-old from Vottem, a nearby town. Armed Belgian police walk past the scene of the shooting in the center of Liege. Credit, Gert van den Wijge /A.P. After stabbing them multiple times, Herman took the officers' guns and shot them both dead. He opened fire on the man, who was in a car, before taking a cleaning woman hostage in the entrance to a nearby high school. Two other police officers were injured in the legs in the ensuing shootout at the school gate before Herman was neutralized by elite officers. Emergency services arrive in Liege's Central Boulevard on Tuesday morning. Credit, Victorge_FR/Twitter. The cleaner was reported to be safe and healthy. Pupils at the school, which will be closed until Thursday, were evacuated and have been offered counseling. Belgian media reported that Herman could have killed hours before the shooting, linking him to a murder in the Belgian province of Luxembourg. The body of a man shot in the head was found after a jewelry robbery in Rochefort earlier that evening. Images on social media showed people fleeing for safety on Liege's Central Boulevard, with shots and sirens being heard in the background. One video showed two police in body armor moving into position. Shots were heard at 9:30 a.m. local time, 10:30 a.m. BST. The gunman was confirmed dead around 30 minutes later. Charles Michel, the Prime Minister of Belgium, condemned the blind and cowardly violence in Liege and offered his support for the victims and their families. Mr. Michel and Philippe, the King of the Belgians, have visited the city. A minute's silence will be held tomorrow and flags flown at half-mast at Liege's town hall, where a book of condolences has been opened. Emmanuel Macron, the President of France, expressed the solidarity of the French people with the Belgian people after hosting an international peace conference on Libya. Belgium's anti-terrorist crisis center was monitoring the situation, Interior Minister Jan Jambon said on Twitter. The country's terror threat level remains on 2, which represents an unlikely terror threat. Liege, an industrial city close to the German border in the French-speaking Wallonia region, was also the scene of a shooting in 2011, when a gunman killed 4 people and wounded over 100 before turning the gun on himself. Belgium has been on high alert since a Brussels-based Islamic State cell was involved in attacks on Paris in 2015 that killed 130 people and Brussels in 2016 in which 30